How's it going, everybody? Nobody does the end times better than we do. Put us to the test. Put us to the test. If you're here, maybe you're putting us to the test. So, you want to watch this playlist from the beginning at Trey Stokes Daily Bible Studies. You want to click on playlist and you want to start this Revelation study from the beginning, or go back and start the Daniel study from the beginning. And then pop on over here to the Revelation study. You'll get a tremendous Matthew study in both those combined also. All right, continuing on in Revelation. So this is the angel giving the everlasting gospel, just like the Bible said it would be. I believe that's Jesus that said that in Matthew 24. Everlasting gospel, Matthew 24. Yeah, 24:14. Jesus saying the kingdom will be preached throughout all the world. Well, it's preached by an angel. People think, oh, humans are good. We're going to do it. Our church is going to do it, or the church is going to do it. Nah. It's an angel that does it. Everybody's been possessed. All the goats have been possessed. The sheep that are alive are protected. All the rest of the sheep have been slaughtered. Anyway, the angel says with a loud voice, "Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment has come." So, I mean, you're done with God's wrath. You're ready to move into judgment. "And worship him that made heaven and the earth and the sea and the fountains of the waters." And there followed another angel saying, "Babylon is fallen, that great city. And because she," and remember, the whore of Babylon is a threefold entity. It is that divine feminine spirit that runs the earth, the demonic realm spiritually. It is the shape-shifting male Satan, shape-shifting to the female goddess. And it is that city, Jerusalem, that killeth the prophets. They killed God in the flesh there. The Antichrist declared himself to be God there. It kicked off that great city, kicked off the Great Tribulation. I'm sure. Oh, excuse me. I'm sure the first sheep that were killed there. And then as it went out through all the earth, and all the goats started becoming possessed after they worshiped the image of the beast. See previous studies on that. "For she made all nations drink the wine of the wrath of her fornication." The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." All that receive the mark become possessed by the demonic realm, the fallen angel realm, and it's those fallen angels that receive eternal torment day and night forever and ever, because the human host of the body will eventually die off, and just the human will get judged. "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." Moving over to Matthew 26. "And it came to pass, when Jesus had finished all these sayings, he said unto the disciples, You know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man must be betrayed to be crucified. And they assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders unto the people, and to the palace of the high priest, who is called Caiaphas, I think it is, and consulted that they might take Jesus subtly and kill him. But they said, Not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar among the people. Now, when Jesus was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having a alabaster box of very precious ointment and poured it on his head as he sat at the dinner table. But when the disciples saw it, they had indignation. Well, there's the word indignation in both Bible studies today. Well, that's interesting. Let me take a look at that for just a second. Different words, G23 and G3709. Yeah, love it. Just basically the same things. I mean, anger, natural disposition, temper. Um, as far as when it's talking about God having indignation against the goat community, and in to be greatly afflicted, to be sore displeased, uh, to be very disappointed or sort of heavily bothered, greatly afflicted, it says even. Um, and this one is violent passion, anger, vengeance, wrath. And of course, we are reading God's wrath when we're in Revelation 14. All right. Anyway, so the disciples saw, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this ways?" I just love it though that we hit both words today. They're very seldom do you see that word. I just appreciate the Lord hooking us up with that. For this ointment might have been sold for much. Or indignation saying, what's the purpose of this waste of this expensive oil that they're pouring on Jesus' head? Of course, to prepare his body for burial. For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said to them, "Why trouble ye the woman? She have brought a great work upon me. You will always have the poor with you, but you're not always going to have me with you. For in that she have poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial." Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.